Hello, this is your Congressman Michael Burgess. I wanted to take a few minutes today and talk to you about immigration reform. As many of you know, the Senate passed an immigration bill a little over a month ago, and I do know that it's on a lot of people's minds. I wanted to share with you some of my thoughts on the Senate bill and perhaps how we should handle immigration reform. First, the main problem with the Senate bill is that it grants amnesty before securing the borders. This means that illegal immigrants will obtain green cards that will eventually lead to citizenship. This will happen by putting them in front of the millions of people who have chosen to respect our laws by applying to immigrate to the United States the correct way. Granting green cards to an estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants in the United States is a bad precedent. Granting it without securing the borders is even worse. All it does is attract more illegal activity, ensuring that we will be having this debate again and again in the future. I understand why so many want to become a citizen in our country, but it must be done correctly. The United States admits more legal immigrants every year than the rest of the world combined. So clearly, our immigration system isn't as broken as some would suggest, but what is broken is security on the border, interior enforcement, and employer verification. Secondly, the Senate bill is simply throwing more money at the immigration problem instead of coming up with a well-thought-out analytical approach and solution. We need to address drug violence and firearms and trafficking issues. Relying on the Department of Homeland Security to write a plan and spend the money is really not a solution at all. And finally, measures must be taken to enforce already standing laws and to keep our borders secure. In Texas, requests for increased border patrol have not been met, and plans for additional fencing along the southwest border have been canceled. Why pass new laws if old ones aren't being followed? I cannot support the Senate bill. Instead of trying to address immigration reform in one large bill, we need to take a step-by-step approach. By doing this, we will be able to address each immigration issue one at a time and enforce the laws that we already have in place. Thank you for taking the time to listen. For more information on legislative issues before the United States Congress, please visit my website, burgess.house.gov. May God bless you and your family, and as always, may God bless Texas.